What's up, guys? This is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com, and Michigan has scored an important win on the recruiting trail. Before we talk about that, I want to remind you guys to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free, get notifications every time we drop new videos, and also subscribe to the Wolverine.com if you want more intel ahead of time. I was the only one that put in a prediction for Michigan to land Jaylen Pile, which I did this morning before he made his announcement. You can head over to the Wolverine.com and use the promo code UM1. That's $1 for 2 months using the promo code UM1. That gets you exclusive insider information on everything recruiting, the team, and you get to be part of a great message board community with thousands of users. All right, guys. So like I said, Michigan landed a commitment. It was Jaylen Pile, three-star wide receiver out of Dallas, Texas in the 2026 recruiting class. So Pile's not necessarily the highest ranked recruit, but he is a kid that Michigan made a top priority from the very beginning. So Michigan wide receivers coach Ron Bellamy has an interesting tie in this recruitment. Jaylen Pile's personal wide receivers coach and trainer, Margin Hooks, actually played with Bellamy in the NFL. And so they've remained friends throughout the years. And Margin Hooks trained some of the best recruits in Dallas. And Bellamy's offered some of his guys in the past, including Taz Williams this cycle. But that relationship has allowed Bellamy to get in the door early with some of these kids. And it really paid off here with Pile. So Bellamy jumped on Pile, offered him early, got him on campus in the spring, got him back on campus in the summer, then back on campus in September. That's a lot of visits for a kid out of Texas. And obviously, Pile felt really comfortable with the Michigan program. He built up a really strong rapport with Bellamy, who did a fantastic job of recruiting him, having that relationship with Hooks, building a relationship with the family. And so it all just really worked out well for Pile. He's a good student academically, goes to a high academic private school in the Dallas area. So I think this was the best of both worlds for Pile. And on that recent visit for the game against Texas in September, Pile had an opportunity to stay an extra day. His mother came to campus with him. His father had already been to campus before, but this was his mom's first time seeing it. And I think she really enjoyed her time in Ann Arbor. And I think the family just felt at home at Michigan. Now, Pile is kind of your typical Michigan wide receiver. He's listed at 6 foot, 180 pounds. He's a guy that can play on the outside, but I think really projects well as a slot receiver. He's a guy that's a consistent pass catcher, a natural pass catcher. He's an elite route runner. He knows how to consistently get open. He checks a lot of boxes. And another thing about Pile is he's a very willing run blocker. He loves to get in the mix and get physical. And obviously, if you're playing wide receiver at Michigan, you have to be able to run block, and Pile can do that. So again, he checks a lot of boxes on the field, checks a lot of boxes off the field. So I think it's a really good fit for Michigan. Now, the thing about Pile is, and why he's probably ranked low on most of the services here, is he doesn't have that elite speed. He ran an 11.95 100 meter as a sophomore. I believe that was the time. And obviously that's not very fast, but I think he plays faster than his track time, and that shows up on tape. A guy who ran in the same range in the 100 meter, which is usually a big indicator and has been used more often than 40 times. But another guy that ran in that same 100 meter range is Samaj Morgan. And, what's interesting is Pile shares a lot of the same type of skill set, a different build than Samaj, but kind of a similar type of skill set. And so I think Samaj played a lot faster than his 100 meter time indicated. And I think it's the same with Jaylen Pile. And you're seeing him in these clips, he's consistently open. He's making big plays. He, again, is a great natural pass catcher. You see him stretch out there, good catch radius, good frame at 6 foot, 180. I think the biggest question mark with him is going to be speed, which Michigan needs more of, obviously. But again, I think he's a fit for what Michigan does, and is a guy that can come in and compete in a wide receiver room that obviously needs some help. So for more on the Jaylen Pile recruitment commitment, you can head over to the Wolverine.com. We have content flowing in, and we'll be talking about what's next for 2026 wide receiver recruiting, who could possibly be next to join the 2026 recruiting class. So make sure to head over to the Wolverine.com, use that promo code UM1. That's $1 for 2 months over at the Wolverine.com. And again, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and join us on Tuesday for our weekly recruiting show.